It's Sunday night and you're about to watch Tarot Nice to Meet You, the show featuring live tarot reading for comedians by, other comedians. Here are your hosts, Carly Smallman and Sarah Iles.
Tarot! Coming at you from lockdown. Tarot, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in again. Thank you if you've tuned back in from before. If you're new, then welcome. This is our live stream. My name is Carly. This is my friend Sarah, and we are comedians, and we're going to read tarot for another comedian. That's basically the show, isn't it?
You summed it up beautifully well, hon. Beautifully well.
Thank you so much. I'm here with I'm all right. My dog has decided he wants to play as soon as it started. So he's down here basically chewing this toy squirrel as I very professionally carry on. I'm all right. I'm feeling very locked down at the moment in our national lockdown. I'm pretty bored. How are you?
Yeah, same. Pretty bored. It seems to have been everyone's birthdays this week that I know. So I've had Zoom party after Zoom party and basically been, oh, hi, Alison. Hello.
Hi, Alison.
Yes, I've been drunk all week. And today I just feel a bit like, oh, so.
Good for you. Drunk all week and seen not a soul.
Yeah, real exciting time for me.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I have to say, no, we saw each other. That was the highlight of my week, was we went for a walk.
Yes, and we actually just agreed, guys, that we're going to go for a walk tomorrow at 8 a.m. Like absolute fucking legends.
We're fucking legends. Let us know how you're doing. If you're locked down or if you're watching from elsewhere in the world, say hello because we are both living alone and would like some social interaction. Leave a comment in the box and let us know who you are, where you are. And in fact, if you'd like us to pull you a tarot card at any point during the show, we can do that. We both have our decks here. And yeah, should we start off by drawing a card for each other, babe?
Yes, and for anyone who regularly watches the show, they will know that mine is always absolute dog shit and Carly's
it's not. Last week you got what's its face? Judgment.
Oh yeah, I did, and I got that for my whole year reading as well. So yeah, lots of judgment going on. So
magical.
Yeah, right. Do you want to pull for me? I'll pull for you.
Yes. Do you want to go first?
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, go.
Okay. Sorry, just give my little deck a knock. Just say when the feeling takes you.
Hey, David. When?
Oh, fabulous. Right. Oh no!
Oh no, it's not. Oh, it's not. Oh, fuck off! No. Oh, for God's sake!
It's the Eight of Swords. So what this is? Sorry, we should explain the cards before we just start reacting. This show is actually informative. It's not just us going This is the Eight of Swords. Here you can see in the picture there's a lady. She's blindfolded and penned in by swords. This is a card. Basically, Sarah, it could be a good thing. It's basically saying this week try to avoid that negative self-talk, that victim mentality, and that you have the power to take off your blindfold and just walk forward because there's no swords in front of you. So yeah, swords are all to do with like your mental world and communication. So it's about talking to yourself in a really nice and kind way. That would be my advice for you this week, babe.
Basically, be nicer to myself.
Be nice to yourself because you're going to feel like shit all week.
Oh, let's get the week started. Can't wait. Oh, yeah.
I'm nervous for mine now. I'm nervous. Right. Okay, go.
You know you're going to get like a magnificent card.
Oh my God, if I do, I'm going to jizz my pants. Okay.
It's your pants.
Okay, stop. The jizz card. Oh, my hair's doing something weird. What's going on here?
She's got the 5 of cups. So guys, another really
it's even worse.
Yeah, so the 5 of cups is so this one is the card of like regret, loss, disappointment, despair. So all the good stuff. So this is basically, as you can see in the card, the person in this black cloak is looking at the 3 cards that are knocked down and just looking at the misery, not actually seeing the 2 full cups that are behind them. So
it's
obviously
like me spilling my wine. I'm crying because I've spilled, aka spilled all my wine into my mouth.
All 3 cups of wine.
Hello,
so the rule is right there. So just pour 1 cup. So then if you knock over 1 cup, up. You've still got 4 left to put. Yes, we will put one later for the show. Thank you, Alison. Jim. So not the greatest card for this week, but it's basically saying that rather than focusing on all the shit that's going on, you should focus on the cups that are still full. So
I
rather
know
than
it says
staring
that,
and,
but it's just still a shitty card. Like, you know, when you pull these cards sometimes, like we've basically got what I would put as 2 of my least favourite cards in the whole deck. So we're going to have great chats tomorrow morning on our walk, babe.
I'm really excited about Julian's reading because, let's see. I hope now it's a beautiful reading and not like...
No, his will probably be amazing now that ours is all like doom and gloom. His will be like the sun, like just every card, the fucking sun. Thanks, mate. So yes, there's lots of you tuning in. Thank you so much, everybody. We would love to pull cards for you, just as Sarah and I have done. We'll do that towards the end of the show. So if you want us to pull you a card, sorry, my hair's gone really weird and I can't control it anymore.
Thank you.
This is my posh one. I felt like I needed it. Well, fucking will, because of my 5 of cups. Anyway, if you want us to pull you a card, please leave a comment and we'll do it.
Hopefully it'll be much more positive than the cards that we have managed to pull for ourselves.
Exactly. I was feeling really good, Sarah. I actually shaved my legs for the first time in about 4 months today.
Oh, congratulations. How long did it take you?
It took longer than I expected because my actual razor that I thought was fine was like, you know, when you leave a razor in the bathroom for like half a year and it goes really mucky. So I had to use one of the good old Bics. You know, you always have these horrible Bics. Oh my God.
No,
like you're taking your life into your hands. I was like, basically, you know, when you like slice like a carrot or a courgette for a salad, you do that with the skin off the top of your fucking leg. But no, they're very smooth.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, 4 months. That's real impressive.
It was like shaving like a doormat, is how I would describe it. I've got fair hair, but there's a hell of a lot of it. So. Yeah.
Well, good for you for actually doing that. That's positive.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So getting them shaved, like I let someone do it to me. That's almost weird. Oh, I'm going to go get my legs shaved.
It would be a pleasure for them, I'm sure.
It would be an honour, and we are very honoured, aren't we, Sarah? Because we have a fabulous guest this week.
We do.
He's brilliant. He's a comedian. I'm not just saying this. One of my very favourites. Whenever I gig with him, I always have a real laugh, both on and off stage. He's a wonderful guy, very funny. He has a brilliant podcast called 2 Vegan Idiots, which I was on recently, and it's hilarious. Here he is. He's called Julian Deane. Julian Deane, welcome to the show.
Hello. How you doing?
Taro. You have to
Thanks
say Taro.
For having me. Taro. Oh,
there we go.
There we go. He's involved now. How are you doing?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm excited.
Are you?
Yeah, I need to know what's going on this week.
Okay. Oh, what? Any particular reason? Got anything big coming up?
No reason. I need it every week, but it's good to know. It's good to plan. I'm going to plan my diary around it.
Oh, I like how seriously you're taking this. Have you ever had your tarot card read before?
Yeah, the other day by you, actually. Do you remember?
Do you know what's so funny? Like I would say a lot of, maybe 50% of our guests, when I ask that question, they'll just go, yeah, by you at a gig or you.
By you about an hour ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was interesting. I don't think I had it done. I had it done once before. Like we were on mushrooms and my mate pulled out some tarot cards, but I can't remember properly. Yeah.
Well, surprise, Julian. We have actually had some mushrooms delivered to your door, and we're all going to trip out.
Excellent.
That's just my typical lockdown life. Right. So let's get this party started. Just so you all know, my chat box with you guys, I think, is not working. So you're going to have to be. Oh, amazing! Great, excellent news, guys.
We're both in the dark.
Sorry, we have a chat box, so we can see your comments if they're displayed on the screen, but we can't see them in the private chat. So feel free to comment away, and Jim will put them on the screen. So we're going to start off the show with basically like a little getting to know you sesh called Brief Encounters. It's where we like to basically, I'm really nosy, as is Sarah, about sort of like weird or spooky or supernatural stories, and it's basically our way, isn't it, Sarah, to get to listen to everyone's stories and pretend that it's for like sort of work purposes, but really we're just nosy bitches.
I mean, obviously, it's like very professional nosiness, so we take it very seriously.
Very.
Because we are nosy bitches. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Tax-deductible nosiness is what's going on. So yeah, this is basically well, we're going to ask you, Julie, have you ever experienced anything like unexplained, either supernatural or spooky or weird or coincidental or magical?
You know what? Like, I've totally forgot about this until this second.
Really?
Like,
how dare you not do your homework?
years ago, my girlfriend went to a psychic, and it was one of these cheap ones, like for a tenner. So you think they're going to be more real than someone charging like $2,000. Anyway, she came back and she said the woman was talking about somebody called Andrew who knew me. Like, somebody came through, and I had a friend, Andrew, who died when we were 13. He took lighter fluid, and he died, like, you know, solvent, like drugs. And the psychic was going like that to Lucy, saying Andrew's trying to come through, and he's going. It was the lighter she was doing and stuff. And I swear it blew my mind. But I've only just remembered that just now.
Did he have a message for you? Like, is that why
he said that he watches me, and he he likes the way I'm with my kids, and he likes my kids and stuff like that. Yeah.
But that's a really good message. I always find like, I don't like it like with some of these TV psychics. It's like, if you got a message and they're like, oh, the message is, do you remember that clock we used to have in the living room?
I know. It's
what? You're from beyond the grave.
What's the lottery numbers? You know what I mean?
Like, do you remember we had a dog? It was brown or black, but at least that was a nice message your friend sent, that they like watch you with your kids.
Yeah, but
like,
I mean,
that feels a lot more pertinent.
I mean, it did blow my mind for about 2 days, because I'd never really spoken to her about it much. But I don't know. I wasn't there. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Who knows?
Who knows?
It's fucking weird, though. It was weird. She was weird. Like that with a lighter.
That's crazy. See, I love these sort of things. No one's ever come through for me. I've never had a message from a ghost or even seen one or anything. I'm always very jealous of my guests.
You're a ghost repellent, aren't you?
I'm a ghost repellent. Like, I get really offended though. I've got like dead grandparents who don't even fucking visit. So I'm just putting it out there.
That might be because they died. Sorry, but I'm terrified of ghosts and stuff. Like,
yes, don't visit me.
I sometimes say, look, if you're around, I don't want to know. And I think they leave me alone because they know that I'll just cry.
Maybe that's what I've been trying to get in touch with you for years, and because you're like, I don't want to know.
I just get too spooked out with shit like that.
Same. My aunt said to me, I'm going to come and visit you when I die, and I was like, please don't. Like, I live alone. It's going to scare the shit out of me. I don't want to see you.
Know. Exactly.
Don't do that to me.
No, I've got family members I don't want to see now. I mean, let alone when I'm sort of alone in my house. Yeah.
Unless they've really got to tell me something, I'd be like, Sarah, you just need to do this, and then you're going to make like £1 million. I'd be like, cool, thanks for the message. Don't just turn up to scare the shit out of me and be like, hi, I'm at the other side.
Tell me where the clock is, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you remember someone whose name's got beginning with the letter J? Like, what are you talking about? Just say something normal. You're like my dead family. You know me.
You speak English. I knew you when you were alive. You could speak.
Oh, no, tell the dead to F off.
Yeah, F off. Stop haunting us. It's really scary. I want to know.
Oh, man. But that is quite cool, though. I do quite like these stories from, like, especially from the psychics that you think are going to be shit, because they're, like, really cheap or in, like, some dodgy fucking, psychic fair.
The were, the more genuine they might be. I had that logic, because the less they're charging, the less they're doing it for money.
Yeah. Well, that's why we're doing this completely free for you, because we are completely.
That's why it's genuine.
Very powerful. Well, powerful witches. I'm
going to plan my diary around it, definitely.
Good. As
long as I get reading. Should we do a reading then, Julian? Let's fucking do it. Sarah, do you want to do it, or do you want me to do it?
I can do it. Yes.
Do you want to do it? Fabulous. Sarah's going to do it.
Right. So, Julia, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle, and then you just say when.
Fabulous. Can I just explain before you do? For anyone who's watching who hasn't seen this before, what we're going to do is we're going to do a 3-card reading for Julian. It's going to be his advice for the week. So like mine and Sarah's advice was that you can have a shitty week. So try and look on the bright side. Whereas you are hopefully going to get a better reading. And it will also be more detailed because there are 3 cards.
Is it normal to be nervous? I feel a bit nervous.
Don't be nervous.
Don't be nervous.
I mean, we've already pulled the shit cards for ourselves. So
good.
Yeah, we put them back in.
Them out of the shuffle.
Yeah, well, we put them back in though, just so you know.
Yeah, they're back in there, so you might get them.
You might get them again. Just so you know, what we're going to do is we only read the cards upright like this. We don't read reversals, which means that they are upside down. That's just for all of our tarot fans. Leave a comment if you're a tarot fan, or you can read the tarot. We'd love to hear from you. So when the energy takes.
Was that in the instructions? Like turn them up the right way?
I mean, you can read them upside down.
Oh, you can. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you can. But day one is like don't.
Okay.
We can't be asked.
Right, so I'm gonna shuffle away, and you just say when.
When.
Okay.
Oh, that was quite a slow,
right, so I'm gonna pull
long
3
one.
cards.
When.
All right, so you have nothing to worry about. There's nothing horrible here. You don't have to worry. Okay.
Yay!
Right, so you're fine. So actually, a very nice positive reading. Right, so your first card is
Andrew. Not really.
It's Andrew. I'm watching you and your kids.
What's Prince Andrew got to do with it? What if he was behind? A ghost just went and appeared behind me.
Oh my god,
what
that'd be amazing.
But instead, you have it's the Queen of Swords.
Oh.
Yes. So the Queen of Swords. Now, this is something that actually Carly taught me when it came to the cards, is the Queen of Swords. It can either be a person, so it can be a person in your life. So this is what we call one of the court cards. So this could be someone that you know, or this could be a typical advice card. So it really depends. And we can usually ascertain that by sort of the end of the reading. So this one, when I was learning this card, I really liked it because I like the fact that she's holding a sword, because this is the card of like mental clarity and cutting through all the bullshit. So it's kind of like, is the advice, or would it be is if you are the kind of person that if people talk to you about certain stuff, you like to cut through all the shit and just get straight to the point. Like you like things very clear, you have very clear boundaries, and you don't really like a whole lot of waffle or a whole lot of fluff. You're sort of like a truth seeker.
Well, I'm on a tarot card show, so I don't know about that.
No, do you know what? It could be an actual person. Generally, she could be a person in your life. So generally, the Queen of Swords will be a woman who is sort of, I was going to say mature woman, but like a woman who's got her shit together, not like a teenage girl. So it'd be like a woman, a grown-ass woman. She is intelligent. She's a good communicator. She has strong boundaries, as Sarah said before. She could be potentially like an air star sign. So that would be, I don't know what the air star signs are because I'm really shit. Libra, I think, is one.
Gemini?
Gemini's one and another one. There's
another one.
And
we don't do those. We do tarot.
We're not astrologers. Anyway, but she could be a person, and this person, the advice is saying that this person will either be important to you this week or to look to this person for help. So it could be literally a person. It could be. The advice is that you need to seek more mental clarity and you need to be stronger in your boundaries and take on the energy of this card, which is actually a more feminine, nurturing energy rather than I'm cutting on my boundaries. It's like being nice to yourself. Gemini Libra. Oh, thanks, Jim. Jim's the astrologer there.
Julian, you were going to say something about
So I have to get a sword, do I?
Yes. A large
ideally.
one.
Yeah. Okay. No, that makes a lot of sense to me, actually.
Okay.
Does it? I love when it makes sense to you.
Because I have got a thing going on where I'm a bit all over the place, but they are, and it's a bit contagious. It makes you all over the place, and you just have to get your boundaries, get aligned, get your clarity, and cut their head off with a sword. You know what I mean?
Cut their head off, cut the bullshit. That's pretty much what.
Exactly.
So you're basically saying if you can decapitate someone, do
it. Are you quite shit with boundaries? Because I'm quite shit, and I love to.
I am actually. Yeah, I am with certain things. I am. Yeah, definitely. Because I've got boundaries, but I'm also needy, and it's like I don't know. Yeah, there's definitely.
Oh wow, me too. I was like, please love me, but I will not stop you doing whatever you want to me.
On my time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's just comedians in general, though, isn't it?
I think so.
Maybe.
I think
Okay,
they're
well,
either really needy or not. Comedian. Sorry, Sarah, you carry on. I was going to say comedians are either really needy or really like aloof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of both,
Anyway.
I think.
Depends on what day it is, whether I'm needy or aloof. Right, so the next one, again, very lovely card. It's the Ace of Cups, which is basically like your cup flowing over with love. Carly, I don't know if you want to take the lead on this one.
I can take the lead on this one.
Can.
So I can if you want. The tarot deck is divided into 4 suits. So you've got cups, wands, swords, and pentacles. And cups are all about feelings and emotions. So this card, the Ace of Cups, shows the universe holding out an overflowing cup that's just really beautiful, full of love. It's basically that feeling of your emotions flowing freely, contentment, happiness, love for the people around you. But the universe basically handing it to you as like a gift, being like, look at all of this love you've got inside you. Look at all of these amazing people you've got around you. Feel free to share your love, basically, with everyone that matters to you. And because it's an ace, which is something that often comes at the beginning of a cycle, it could also indicate sort of either sort of new feelings towards someone else in your life, maybe like a new love, or it could indicate just the beginning of putting in more effort from you, or the beginning of sort of new good vibes and feelings. Sarah, anything you want to add? Sorry, my dog's crying.
That's right. Yeah, the thing I like about this card is that you can probably see is that you've got the streams coming out of the cup and going into the
cow's head at the top.
It's a dove.
Oh, okay. I always get those two mixed up.
Well, it's very
easy
head
to the cup
confused with those. Yeah, so the dove is actually sort of a more pure sort of being.
Okay,
that's quite nice. But it's like with that, it's basically representing like these 5 streams are like your 5 senses coming out of the subconscious and coming into like your conscious being awareness. So it could be that there's this love that is coming out, but maybe you haven't really noticed it before, or it's coming out for the first time. But it's quite nice. Oh, right. I just thought you really liked the card. Oh,
he's loving it. Sorry, he's really angry with me for looking at the screen.
Yeah, you really should be looking at the screen. So it's a really lovely card because it is just like love, and it's also like giving and sharing the love. And it could also be like quite a creative card as well. It could be something new coming that's creative that's going to bring you lots of joy and happiness. Which actually probably leads us into the last card and makes more sense. So this will make more sense now with the last card. So your last card.
I'm going to let you take this, Sarah. I might shut my dog in the bedroom.
Go deal with the dog, and I'll
he's being next Tuesday there.
Okay. So this is the 3 of Pentacles or coins, depending on how much of a wanker you want to be. I'm a massive wanker, so I'm going to say 3 of Pentacles. So what you can see in this card is you've got 2 architects here who are building a cathedral, and they're having someone who is basically giving them advice. So this is the card of collaboration. And it's not just like collaboration as in teamwork with anybody. It's usually people that are typically outside your field. So obviously I know you're a comedian, but it could be you collaborating with someone who isn't a comedian, but will be better at collaborating on a project with because they have an outside perspective on things or a different view due to their own knowledge and experiences and studying that maybe you haven't considered before. So I think along with this one, I think because it's like a creative card as well, it could be you getting a lots of love and joy from collaborating with someone who necessarily isn't within the comedy world, but on a new project. So like it might
be this lady. It might be the Queen of Swords.
It could be it could be this amazing Queen of Swords who just takes no shit.
Are they normally linked up the cards like that? Then you kind of
so the full reading. Yes,
you basically use them to make a little story.
So one's not Monday, one's Tuesday, one's no.
No, I mean we could have done a spread like that. We can do that,
but we didn't.
We didn't do that.
Sorry. Oh, this is good though. This is good.
I always like this card. This card always reminds me of the Edinburgh Festival because it's like me on my own walking up and down the stage performing to a strange like man in a weird hat and then a bald guy. And that's basically the Edinburgh Festival for me ever.
Yeah. But no, it's a really positive week. So there was nothing to be worried about. And it is, I mean, I think like Carly said, I reckon you're probably going to collaborate on something new that's sort of like going to be something fun and teamworky that's going to bring you lots of joy and happiness. And it could be with this Queen of Swords, who maybe is someone new in your life.
Yeah, that's really interesting, actually.
Yes, Queen.
Yes, Queen.
I like the Queen of Swords.
I like the Queen of Swords. She's your signifier card, isn't she, Sarah? Yeah, there's a thing you can have in tarot signifiers, which is
so
the
maybe
card that
we're going to work on a project together.
Oh, yay! Yes,
I have some boundaries.
Does that resonate with you, Julian? Any of that?
It does actually, and I'm just pondering it. Like, definitely.
I like how you come on this to just sit silently pondering. I like that.
You haven't had a pondering before.
Basically, I said to you, didn't I? I've been homeschooling my kids, and they're at GCSE level, and I've not got a GCSE, so I've been learning it quickly. I've been coming to mine because they don't live with me, and learning the GCSE maths, then going down there and teaching, coming back. But I feel like that resonated when you said you're going to look outside of comedy, like, and I've been collaborating as such with like a couple of tutors, and I've been picking their brains and hassling them in their DMs, and I'm learning, and I'm sort of, and it is really satisfying learning it all. And but that's what come out when you said that. Yeah.
Are you just doing maths? Are you doing other subjects?
I'm doing other, but maths is the heady one, isn't it? The others are kind of, you can do them, can't you, to an extent.
Yeah, the pussy subjects, like the ones I like at school. Yeah, the ones I was good at.
They're kind of more common sense and just learning, aren't they? But maths, you have to like, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean?
What the fuck is going on?
I know.
Is it like geometry and simultaneous equations? Is that GCSE? I used to love a simultaneous equation. No, I must say.
I mean, it's all when you first look at it, like I thought, what the fuck? I was so daunted.
Yeah.
And I was so like, oh shit, I have to teach them, like no one else is gonna. And I was like, I have to learn it. And as I started to break it down, it was like, oh, okay. Yeah. It's all right.
So you might end up as like a maths genius by the end of this lockdown.
I am actually like
you're already there.
Yeah, like a beautiful mind. But I like taking to it really easily. I'm
Are you like writing on windows, like Goodwill Hunting? Like
the paper on my wall. Look there. It's a paper.
Oh wow, you actually are.
I'm going to work on the vaccine for COVID-20.
Wow, I'm so relieved. Someone needs to.
No, I'm pleased we've got Julian on the vaccine team. If there's anyone I'd want.
Started doing maths. Yeah.
Yeah. So I really want a comedian with no GCSEs making all the big decisions.
No qualifications. Save the world with no qualifications.
I love that.
I'm going to do my GCSE, by the way, this year. Maths GCSE. I might do others.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to do that.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to fucking nail it because it's piss easy to me.
Oh my God. I found that was one of my hardest subjects. Right, ladies and gentlemen.
Failed so hard.
Before we talk about Julian's failure, maybe let's move on with the show.
That's a bigger subject than an hour, mate.
I love it. Right, we're going to go on to my favourite part of the show. But before we do, if you haven't already asked for us to draw you a card, then please do. We're going to be doing that after we've done this little bit. If you have a particular question you want to ask the cards, then please type it into the comments box. Or if you'd just like us to pull you a random card for advice for the week, please type it into the comments box. We are more than happy to do that for you. I'm getting a little bit of feedback, by the way, in my ear. I don't know if you can hear that.
I can hear it.
Okay,
we can 100% hear it.
It's definitely not my fault because I've got my headphones in, but we are more than happy to. No, we're happy to draw you cards. If you would like us to, please leave a comment in the box. Sarah and I can give our advice, but also Julian, without the cards, he's a very intuitive mathematical genius, and he's also on hand to give you any advice.
To help
with your
queries. Yeah.
Any algebra.
Yeah, his DMs are open. Yeah. Slide in, motherfuckers.
Slide in with your equations.
Ooh. That's basically what I said with the last guy I had sex with. Just slide in, slide into my DM. I don't know why it's funny. I have not spoken to any other people for too long. Right, this is the best part of the show. This is the part of the show called "Who's in the Freezer?"
Hey, let me out! It's fucking freezing in here.
There we go. I like how Julian didn't react to that amazing piece of special effects. Just ignored the special effects. That's fair. That's
but his
fine.
mind is just full of occasions right now and all these things going
I'm
on.
just inventing stuff and coming up with things like that.
Yeah.
What was that film? Good Will Hunting. I'm just doing that
Yeah,
kind of
Good
shit.
Will
Yeah, no, exactly. So he's,
The only thing
got-
I'll be doing is cleaning a school. I definitely could be a school janitor.
Oh my god! I'm surprised the janitor card didn't come out.
I could do the first
earlier.
20 minutes of the film.
I know, yes.
Good Will Hunting's hot. Anyway, right, this is the part of the show where we are going to pit Sarah and Julian against each other to find out who we're going to put in the freezer. Sarah, do you want to explain the freezer?
Yes, please. So the freezer, for those of you that are new, is something that my aunt taught me when I was a teenager because I had a very normal upbringing. So she taught me that if anyone is pissing you off or affecting your life in a negative way, what you do is you write down their name on a bit of paper, you fold it up, you put it in an ice tray, and you freeze them. So basically that freezes their power, stops them from fucking with you, and then obviously I then decant the ice into a bowl of hate that I then push back.
It's a spell, Julian.
It's a
We're
spell,
encouraging
basically.
witchcraft.
Okay.
It's a spell for you.
Stop the
Normal
shit.
stuff.
Yeah.
So Julian, would you like to nominate first or second for the freezer?
Second.
And
Second.
second, fabulous. So viewers, listen up. You're going to decide who's put in the freezer. Sarah, who would you like to nominate this week, my darling? I know you've got a lot of rage right now.
I've got a lot of rage. And you know, the fact that I can so effortlessly come up with stuff that I hate once a week with like no issues says a lot about me. So this week I would like to put obnoxiously long intros into the freezer. So I don't know if either of you have watched The Undoing with Nicole Kidman and Hugh Grant, right? Really great. It's when I actually realised that Hugh Grant can act, which I wasn't aware that he could. But they have like a 4 to 5 minute intro of Nicole Kidman singing this really sickly sweet bullshit song, and it's like, do you know what, we don't need that anymore. Like in the world of like Netflix and all this shit, why have you got really stupid obnoxiously long intros? I mean, I've just got to sit there like constantly, you know, I don't want to constantly be with my remote control. What is this, the 80s? No thank you. So I would like to put obnoxiously long intros into the freezer. That's
fantastic. I can't really think of anything with an obnoxiously long intro. Is that like
There are some. I mean, did you ever watch The Affair?
No, I think that I'm starting to worry that like all my brain can cope with is like South Park and Friends.
Yes,
South Park's got quite a long intro. I wouldn't say it's obnoxious. It's that shit
not
song.
Obnoxious. It's fun though. That's the thing. It's more the ones of like, why have we got to listen to Nicole Kidman singing a really shit song for 3 minutes? I haven't got anything else to do with my time. That's a complete lie. But
You're just listening to the song.
It's annoying me, and I just think, yeah, there's just no need for it. I don't need that in my life, thank you.
Oh, fantastic. Julian, can you hear us with your headphones in, my darling?
I'm thinking that's a no.
I'm thinking that's a no.
So you might have to put something in the freezer.
Oh, fuck me. Okay.
I'm going by default.
No way. You don't win by default.
We can see if anyone wants to comment and put anything else.
Absolutely. I do have something I would quite like to nominate for the freezer.
Okay, do it.
Okay, so yesterday I was out walking my dog, taking my government-sanctioned exercise alone with my dog, walking at a reasonable distance. I don't know, I feel we might have had this on the show already. Couples who don't move out of the way when you're walking alone, they hold their hands and take up the pavement, and you have to get all scrushed to the side or you'll get COVID off them. I would like to put, there's a particular, it was a young couple, about 15 or 16 years old. Sorry, Julian. I'm basically giving my nomination, but you do yours next. So yeah, basically I want to put young couples who are in love in the freezer. All of them. Not just the ones that move out the way. No.
I think it's just annoying, and I don't know if it's because I'm divorced and I'm very bitter, but when you see them and I'm like, look, you can just separate your fucking hands for like 2 seconds whilst I walk.
That's my issue.
Oh, you're so happy and in love. Oh, fuck off. Like, yeah, great, good for you. But if you could just let me walk, I'm allowed on this pavement too, even though I'm single. Thank you very much.
When we were out on our walk, Sarah, and people were coming towards us, we went into single file like little ducks.
Yes.
And it was really adorable and courteous.
Yes, we are courteous.
Anyway, so that's my nomination. Julian, do you have a nomination you'd like to put in the freezer, my darling?
Yeah, Bluetooth, because my headphones, I just put them on. And it, like, I don't know if you're getting feedback because of me.
I'm not.
But Bluetooth is shit, isn't it? Why?
I hate Bluetooth. Yeah, why do we have Bluetooth? What's it for? Is it just for headphones? I've never understood.
Push the button, right? You connect them. You don't know when it's going to connect.
That's
Fuck
ridiculous.
me. Yeah, I think it's a great nomination, actually. Bluetooth.
So fuck Bluetooth. It's something from like the 90s, isn't it?
Yeah, why have you still got it?
It's for people. It's for men who drive vans to wear that thing on their head. So they can drive their van and wear their thing.
It's such a bad technology. I mean, once I get my maths sorted, I'll get a better one invented.
Oh, yes. Well, Christmas 2021, Julian sorted it all out for us.
Exactly.
Imagine the Bluetooth on that. I love that. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to read your cards. So while we are basically going to read your cards for you, give you some advice, please vote for who you'd like to go into the freezer. Would you like obnoxiously long intros to TV shows? Would you like young couples in love? I'm not even going to say the ones who hold hands. Just put them all in there. I want them because they're young, that they're in love, in the freezer. I'm not sad and bitter and needs a good fucking.
Neither am I.
Or are we going to put Bluetooth in the freezer? Leave a comment. And apparently some of you have been asking for cards and advice. So let's do a bit of that while we deliberate. Jim.
Yeah, who's first? Card, please.
Alison. Card,
okay, Alison. Right, Carly, do you want to do this one?
I'll do this one. Okay, here we go. I like to cut the deck. Sorry, I might always take a little bit longer. Oh, Alison, this is a great card. Here we go. We've got the 6 of Wands for you. This is the victory card. So this is the card of sort of celebrating achievements and victories that you've made in your passions or projects. It's also the card of recognition. So either finally you're going to be getting the recognition you feel you deserve, or recognition may be something you're chasing, in which case keep cracking on with what you're doing and work hard, because it will pay off and people will give you the big praise that you deserve. Anything you want to add, Sarah?
Like, this card always makes me think of like being a comedian, as in like you work really hard at a set and then suddenly you perform it and then everyone is like, oh my God, it was amazing. And you're like, yeah.
I don't normally like women comedians.
Yeah, so that card always makes me think of like comedians. So yeah, it's a public recognition card. If you've been working hard towards something, suddenly everyone was like, "Oh, we love you, you're amazing," and you're like, "Yeah, great, thanks." Now
Julian,
I can survive.
any advice you want to give on this?
Yeah, my Bluetooth is working all right now. So
do you want to unnominate yourself from the freezer?
No, it's still
still
shit,
love it?
isn't it? No, it's like it's so temperamental. Why did it not work? It's weird, isn't it?
I feel like everything you're saying is basically the conversation I have in my own head every time I try to use headphones. I've never found a comedian more relatable than I do right now.
It's true.
It's so fucking true. Right, next card, Jim. Anyone else like a card? Claire would love a card.
You want me to do it? I'm not.
Yeah, you do that one. Go on, you do it, Sarah. Why not?
You do it. All right.
You do it, babe.
Oh. So Claire, things are not great right now. So this is you sort of up in bed, not sleeping, just really worried, anxious, despairing. So this is like coming up to a point. I mean, it is coming to an end. Like, this is something you really worrying about something and it really upsetting you and keeping you awake at night. But obviously this is the 9 and it's coming up to the 10. So the 10 is like the end of the cycle. So you are coming towards the end of something that has really been upsetting you for quite some time. So the advice would be is actually just to feel it. So you've got to go through these motions. It is going to be a bit shit. And once you've felt the feels, you will start to feel a bit better. Like, the end is coming, but you just have to go through it and it's not like imminent. So Carly, I don't know if you have anything to add.
For me, this is sorry to get too deep on the show. This is for me the card that I associate with like mental health issues that I may have. Yeah. It's the case for a lot of people. If you suffer from anxiety, that's the 9 of Swords. If you have depression, that's the 9 of Swords. It's also can be to do with insomnia and sleep issues, like either waking up in the night or having bad dreams. And as Sarah said, the trouble with this card is that it's one of these things you just have to be aware of, do what you can, but actually you've got to feel it and go through it to the end. Yeah. And, you know, sorry to get all like deep, but like, you know, I think I personally have been going through some like really shitty mental health crap this year. And you just have to just keep on going because, you know, as the Buddhists say, nothing is permanent. So just remember that and that will get you through. Sorry to go all cheesy. Julian, anything you want to add to the debate?
No, that was beautiful. One foot in front of the other, Claire. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
All you can do, right?
Imagine if Claire now comments is like, "I feel great." By the way, you're fucking imagine we've this whole big thing like Claire, the Samaritan's number is. She's like, "I'm feeling fucking brilliant."
It's going to be all right, Claire.
Yeah, everything's okay, Claire. You've got to feel it. You've got to go through it.
Drop the rock.
Yeah,
you got this, girl. You got this, girl. Oh, you are welcome, Alison. Any more? Jim, do we have anyone else asking for cards? So spot on, not sleeping at all. Witch! You're a witch, Sarah!
Thanks, yeah,
Oh, you know what, Claire? I'm exactly the same. I've been having some sleep issues myself. I'm like going to sleep okay, generally because I'm having a little drink in the evenings. But staying asleep, is anyone else having sleep issues during this lockdown? I'm finding it so hard to stay asleep. What is this?
Rohypnol?
It's got like Rohypnol. No, it's got like melatonin in it. And it's good, and you spray it, and it helps you dream and stuff.
Will you spray it on your tongue?
On your mouth, yeah.
Oh.
You do. I've been like ODing on it, man, but I can't.
Get some of that. Right, let's give a reading for Stephen. Here we go. Stephen Geary, who now follows me on Instagram, guys. Gradually, we are taking over the world, people.
Stephen
actually helped me with the maths a bit.
Right, great. I'm so glad he's helping everyone apart from.
It was a great help, mate. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Stephen. That was really great. When you paid
on the vaccine together, that's so lovely.
He's one of my collaborators. Yeah.
Yes,
that's wonderful. And when he paid my mortgage, Sarah, it was just wonderful. I had such a thank you,
God,
Stephen.
I'm so happy for you both. That's what a lovely story.
No, he didn't. But anyway, Stephen, Sarah may hate you right now, but you have got a wonderful card. You have got one of the best cards in the whole deck. You have got the World. The World is a major arcana card. When these cards come up in your reading, it is like if you believe in the universe, it's like the universe going, look at me, this is a big one. If you don't believe in like the universe, these are sort of major life lessons or like internal sort of big things that are happening internally for you. I always think of it like that. Anyway, the World, she is the last card of the major arcana. She is the completion of a cycle. She is abundant. She is gratitude. She is basically all good things. She's got her tits out as well, Stephen. Hey! So
that's how we like to be, really, isn't it? That's how we like to roll.
I like to wrap myself up in and I like to twirl batons with my tits out while I'm doing it, and have lions and cows. But anyway, round the corner are the 4 fixed signs of the zodiac. It's basically everything coming together for a beautiful feeling of completeness, wholeness, oneness. This is going to be a good week for you. Possibly if you're into divination. I like to think of this card personally though as a reminder to be grateful of everything great that you have in your life and all the abundance around you, and to actually take notice of all those wonderful and beautiful things that you have going on in your life. Anyone else to add?
Julian?
You summed it up beautifully. Nothing to add really. Yeah. Lucky Stephen.
Lucky Stephen. Yeah. Stephen, follow Sarah, for fuck's sake. For fuck's sake, Stephen. Just follow Sarah on Instagram. Sorry. I don't
know what it's about.
Diane Spencer drew 2 swords, but she don't know what it's about. Please, could you draw a card?
You need to draw 2 cards for this. Yes, so basically the 2 of swords is when you've got the 2 swords that are either side, and it's basically the indecision between these 2. And the woman in the picture is also blindfolded. And it's either that she's blindfolded of her own choice and she doesn't want to see what she needs to do, or it is that she can't see. So if you want to
a crossroad,
I'm trying to find the 2 of swords.
Exactly that. Yeah.
Exactly. And also it's usually a difficult decision. So it's that sort of old trope of like the greater of 2 goods or the lesser of 2 evils. So it's not an easy decision. It's a difficult decision. There she is. She is. The 2 of swords sat there with the moon, lots of water. We're going to trust your intuition on this, Di. Do you want me to draw these, Sarah, or do you want to draw them?
If you want to do that, hun, and then we can,
Oh, exciting. Oh, Di, I'm drawing for my lovely buddy. All right. Oh, interesting. Really interesting. Okay. We've got the Knight of Cups and we've got the Moon. Sarah, do you want to say anything in particular about either of these cards?
Yeah, I mean, the moon, I always feel like, whenever I get it. So the Moon is like an anxiety card. of just like real unsure emotions, and again not really being sure what you're feeling, and it just having a load of anxiety around that. But the fact that you've got that on one side and then the Knight of Cups on the other, because obviously the Knight of Cups I see is like the knight in shining armor, and you know, like love and passion and all that shit. So yeah, I mean, Carly, I don't know about you, I know with the moon card, that's one that you don't really like, is it? That's one of your...
I don't like it. I always see the moon card the same as you. If you see the pictures that the card is telling you, there's a wolf and a dog howling at the moon, and a lobster is kind of crawling out of the sea behind them. The dogs are scared, they're frightened, something is not right, that's why they're howling. And the lobster I always see is like a sort of like creepy shadowy force, you know, that feeling like of shit, like when you're feeling anxious, that feeling of shit just creeping up behind you. It's like you've got like a dark shadow following you almost. But then I would say, of these cards, the way I would read this, because I also read this Knight of Cups, obviously it can be a person, another court card. But in this instance, I would say you've got this card here that appears to be shitty and scary, but actually it has got some really good and valuable lessons to learn. So like trusting in your intuition, tapping into your spiritual and psychic side. Or you've got this guy here who on the face of it is Prince Charming, the knight in shining armor. But this guy is also often flighty and can let you down. It's often like, you know, when you're like dating and you meet someone and you're like, oh my God, this person is way too perfect. And then they turn out to be too perfect. That's what it is. Like they fuck you up. So I think the message here, Di, is whatever these two things that you're kind of weighing up, there's one where you've just got to like be real about it and be like, right, this is going to make me feel a bit shit and anxious to do, but like I can trust myself, my own intuition. Or you've got one that seems like it's this easy, happy road when actually the reality is it will let you down. That would be how I would read it personally.
How I would see that card, and I don't know what I'm talking about, but the moon one is the wolf and the dog are barking, like you said, they're barking at the moon, but there's something more important behind them they need to pay attention to.
Yes. Oh, I like that.
Don't watch the finger as you point to the moon, because you'll miss all the heavenly glory. So there's something that you're missing. You're staring at the moon, and it's the moon's fine.
He's a witch.
You're focusing on the wrong things, and you need to check out that lobster's about to muller you. Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, take a look for the lobster.
I'm going to be doing readings over on my Instagram every Sunday.
Julian's got some like proper intuitive powers going on. I love it. Any more, Jim, that we need to draw for? I know we're cracking on. Sarah, do you want to take this card for Katie Ann?
Sure. Yep. No worries.
Katie Ann.
Okay.
Katie Ann.
I'm happy to interpret it.
Thank you. No, I mean, I think maybe I'll give my brief description, and then I think we just go.
I'm joking.
Julian's a witch. Diane, she knows. Again, this is the Tower, which is a major arcana card. So as Carly mentioned earlier, these are like messages from the universe or life lessons. Now, the thing with the Tower is it's actually just like full-on destruction and sort of despair. And it just means that it's kind of like a sudden change thing that you're not expecting it. It's coming sort of completely out of the blue.
Yeah,
and it's a
chaos out of nowhere that shakes into your foundations.
Yeah, so it's like everything's going to be like blown apart. Not obviously completely, but yeah. So it's just a lot of shit that's going to just crack open soon. Or maybe this is how you're feeling at the moment. You're feeling like everything is just all over the place. It's full of despair and sudden change. But the important thing to remember is that sudden change or change in general is not necessarily a bad thing. And although all the chaos and the destruction just happens, things then can, as a result of that, find their way forward as into what the journey is that you're supposed to be going on. So it falls apart for a reason.
I agree with this. And the thing with the Tower that I always try to, because when I used to get this in my readings, I used to shit myself. I'd be like, fuck. Oh, fuck, something bad's going to happen. Something bad's going to happen. But actually, the thing that I've learned through sort of working with the cards a bit more is that when your Tower gets blasted and basically like the universe comes in and just fucks everything and just wrecks it all, you're left with a blank space, and you're going to have to build a new Tower, and you can build that in as whatever you want. From like the ashes of something, you can build a new life. It's like, you know, like a prime example is a horrible breakup. We've all had those, but I bet most of us, when we come through the other side, are so glad because our lives are more enriched and we've made more of ourselves since then. So yeah, that would be the advice. Even if things are shit, you can rebuild however you want. Julian, would you like to add any witchy comments?
Just the same, really. Yeah, like sometimes, yeah, it's like COVID's taken away everything, but you kind of learn other things. And it's, it's like the end of a relationship when it's removed. It's like that thing, nature abhors a vacuum, and it's like something has to replace it better. And we're changing, man. So Katie Ann, change is turn. All right. Yeah. Yeah.
God, I want Julian on this every week now. We're out of a job, Sarah.
Oh, I know. We like just get Julian's advice, and now we're like,
we're like, Julian, like, can I have your advice? Any more for any more? Are we all done, Jim? Kev Meredith. Oh, Kev is one of my lovely Twitter followers. Hi, Kev. Can you get a card, please? Yes, you can. I'll draw for Kev because he's he's long time Carly Smallman follower. Here we go. Kev, here's your card, babe. Oh, nice. You've got the Six of Cups. This is a card that is guiding you to take a look back at your past for the answers. So this is a card. It can also be a card about sort of nostalgia, maybe looking back with a little bit of rose-tinted glasses and not with the true feelings of how you felt at that time during the past. But this is a card saying that reflecting on your past, or maybe reaching out to somebody. So you can see here there's two little kids, they're mates, and they're childhood friends. Maybe reaching out to someone from your past may be good advice for you this week. Anything anyone else want to add?
Julian?
Don't make the same mistake again, Kev. Look back and learn and change. Tomorrow's going to be better, man. Or you're going to just keep going in the same patterns. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm good. Sorry, I'm really like quite blown away. Like, I really like Julian's stand-up. You should check that out, by the way. But I feel like if that all goes tits up, not only will he be creating a new vaccine, he will also be a working psychic.
Yes.
And is that everything, Jim? Or any more for any more? Sorry, my
you know the results of the freezer. Jane Martin.
Jane. Fabulous. Sarah, do you want to do Jane's?
Yeah, I'll do Jane. Oh, actually, one came out straight away. Oh,
whoa, Jane, this is a biggie. Oh, Jane.
Really sorry. So this is the Three of Swords. So it's a very clear descriptive card. It's like heartbreak, grief, loss, things like that. So I feel like you're obviously going through something quite tough right now, and it could literally mean heartbreak. Maybe you have broken up with someone, or you're going through the process of this, or you feel like it's coming up and it really is hurting. But yeah, this is a real intense pain. So obviously love goes out to you, because obviously this is a really hard time right now. And it could, it may not necessarily be love, like heartbreak. It could be maybe someone in your family or close friend circle, but it is real intense pain. So yeah, I'm really sorry that you're going through this, but
yeah, it's that card of missing something. I always associate this with really missing something. When you feel like your heart's hurting because it may be a person or it may be a thing. Like I feel like this about like actually like working and doing stand-up. Like sometimes I feel like my heart actually like hurts a little bit, just wanting to have something or do something that you can't have or do at the moment. But it's that thing again, isn't it? This too shall pass. All the good things and the bad things will fade out. Sorry, I know we're overrunning a little bit, everybody, but it's really nice to read your cards. Any more for any more? Or
should we do the outcome of the trophy freezer? I wonder who's won. Young couples in love.
Couples in love. Oh my God, I've won the freezer. I never even usually play.
Well done. We are putting
I think that should have won, actually. Yeah, that's so fucking annoying, man.
Yeah, I hate young people in love. Fucking wankers. Get in the freezer, you pieces of shit.
Someone have an affair already, you know what I mean?
Oh, I know.
Hey, do that. Yeah, fine. I will put them in the freezer then. They are done. They are done with.
Fabulous. Thank you, Sarah. Well, right. Julian, do you have Jane Martin, my little girl's in recognition. I'm so sorry, Jane. That card must make a lot of sense for you then. And I, sending best wishes to your daughter, and you and your whole family. Thank you for watching. It's been very nice of you, but it's much better than it was. Excellent stuff. Whoop, whoop. Right, Julian, do you have anything you would like to plug? All of Julian's social media is going across the bottom, but tell us where we can find you and what you're up to.
Well, Two Vegan Idiots is now called TVI, so that's the only difference. It's a podcast I do with a brilliant comic, Carl Donnelly. And
he's on next week, actually.
And he's on here next week, yeah.
Get them while they're hot. It's a very good podcast, actually. I've appeared on it and listened to it, so it's very, very funny. I can thoroughly recommend it. And Julian's very good on Twitter. He's very good at the jokes. Sarah, anything you want to plug, babe?
Well, I just feel like no one follows me after this show, so I'm feeling very unloved. Like no one slides into my DMs. Like why?
Yeah, I felt
that. We'll have a chat about that in about half hour, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, so if you want to follow me, my stuff isn't.
I'm not really. I will follow you.
Thank
What
you.
about being unprofessional, Julian? If you want to slide into her DMs, there's no
Slide
judgment
in.
on this show. Slide on in. She's receptive. She's open and receptive. Wonderful. Yeah, follow Sarah. And if you don't follow me as well, please follow me. All of my social media is going along the bottom. And all I have to plug is that we're back here next week at 7 o'clock with Carl Donnelly, who we're going to be drawing cards for. We'd love you to join us again. You can all follow me too. Okay, that's Jim. You don't know Jim.
Special plug there for Jim.
Oh yeah, he's scrolling across the bottom. Comedy Hotspot. He produces a few different online shows, so please check them out. Julian, just want to say, mate, thank you so much. You've been a fucking banging guest. It's been brilliant.
Thanks for having me. I've really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Good.
Oh,
You're definitely a witch.
Yeah. He's a fucking witch.
I'm going to buy some tarot cards.
Do.
No, you should. You'd be really good at it. Like it's all it is reading the pictures. I know there's not any big sort of secret thing to it, like memorizing the cards. Sorry, guys. I know it sounds less mystical. You literally described
the illusion for all of our fans. You've literally just curtain back.
Shit. Well, Julian's basically doing it right. You just read the cards. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking because I know we all have lives to lead. If you enjoyed us, please do tell your friends about us. We're hoping to spread the word about this live stream and would love to get it out there to as many people as possible. So thank you very much for tuning in. Have a fabulous week in lockdown or wherever you are. I'll see you next week. Thank you, Julian. We love you and we love you all.
Bye.
Ta-ra! Ta-ra!
Thanks for watching Tarot Nice to Meet You, which is produced by Comedy Hotspot. See you next Sunday at 7 p.m.